Okay, so hi, welcome to another market review. So today we're going to look at the trade I took at the 17th of September. As you can see, it's a losing trade, but nevertheless, we shall review this trade together. So as you can see, I entered right at that emergent fair gap, which is also a gauntlet, and we have a fair gap right here also. Plus we have time, so it was at the 9:50 to 10:10 macro, and also it overlaps with the silver bullet time. So that's what I was trading. I was looking for all these untaken buy side liquidity because sell side is already done during the Judah swing, and then the opening range low was taken already, so it's good to expect the opening range high, which is here. Lowest hanging fruit will be here. Okay, 24520. So it's very easy 50 points run. Yep, and we have market symmetry, basically not really market symmetry, but basically we have a SMT. Plus we have dollar just showing willingness to trade lower after clearing buy side. So that's a very good sign when we are bullish. And yeah, after I entered, I entered at 10:06. Now the next 3 minutes, we don't really see much expansion, even when dollar is expecting the bullish idea. So you can see that what I type here, but we don't see in indices. We see dollar trading lower, but we don't see indices doing the opposite. So I'm just giving it some parameters for me to decide whether I should stay on the trade some more or not. And I just wanted bodies. As long as the bodies stays inside of the gauntlet, I'm fine, because my stop loss is pretty much very safe in a bullish environment. Okay, first we have this. I use this as an entry, and then we have a small little balance price range right here. Then we have this wick right here also, and then we have the rejection block also. So there is 3 to 4 PD arrays before my stop loss, and that to me is a very relevant stop loss. Yeah, just outlining that rejection block and just saying that we failed to reach there, but it's possible to reach because inside during high resistance run, rejection block tends to be quite influential also. And yeah, so basically just looking to see where the bodies stop at. And right now, actually, I want to see, since he done this, I want to see use this week to trade higher already. Use this first presented fair gap of 15th September to trade higher. Okay, we basically actually we don't want price to trade lower anymore. Back to the rejection block, but because it's a high resistance run, I'm not in a rush at all to move my stop loss. My stop loss is where it is still at ever since I entered the trade first, and just looking at now, I'm thinking, okay, we breached the last line of defense. So right now you can see that right here right now I have to see react. But knowing it's a high resistance run, I know, but I still just held on to the trade because I'm ready to accept the loss, and to me it is, I'm just waiting for 10:30. So no big deal. I can bear the consequence of this trade. So you can see what I typed, that yeah, it's not looking very good. But last time it's still holding price. You can see that the body pretty much close above it, very close to it. And we use this weak midpoint, never even touch that. So all these are things that I'm weighing, like whether I should continue holding. But I really decided to hold this trade because, be it a high resistance run, I know it's a high resistance run, but I am quite certain that at least here will be met, 24508, and that's a very easy 30 plus points as profit, and this will be low hanging fruit. So it's a very, to me, this is a very good trade. But okay, we test off that downward low that we use for entry. We basically just want to see price expand right now, right here. I don't want to see price violate the midpoint anymore, and you can see it done so. So you can see I shifted my stop loss a bit higher because I'm expecting this to be a intermediate term low already, because this right here, okay, this line right here, right, is the daily BC midpoint. That is why, to me, I dub this as a long-term high, and then this would be an intermediate term high, low already. So long-term low, intermediate term low, and basically we don't want to see price breach it, because if price breach it, it already breaks the bullish market structure, and we have time behind us close to 7 minutes to 10:30, which generally marks the low during a classic buy day. And you can see prices wasn't doing what I wanted to do, but I still treat it as a low resistance run. Yeah, so just typing, it is a do or die right now. Either my stop, either it trades to my favor, because we have a immediate rebalance right here. So generally, when we have this kind of price signature, we want to see price give us confirmation, give us feedback whether it's going to be on site or not. And boom, there we go. Stop out. Just journaling, and yeah. So basically, that's the whole trade. Okay, this is the whole trade. It's just like that, and I stop after this because I know that if I take another trade, it's going to end up in a loss. No, I don't really know that, but I just remain very cautious because we are actually trading prior to the Fed fund rates announcement. So generally, when there's news like that, price pretty much would be quite murky, quite in a more prone to be a high resistance run. So you can see that I knew it was a high resistance run, but still I traded it because to me it's not a big deal. As long as I don't wreck myself is all that matters. And no, I'm feeling close to nothing because I followed all the rules, I followed all the protocols to take an entry, and it just did not pan out. It's just market saying not today. So not today, then not today. And right now it's 23rd of September. I have not taken a single trade yet. Okay, the whole September I have only taken 2 trades because price is trading all-time high and I did not know what to do. But right now, ICT have shed gold, so I pretty much know that how I want to go about all-time high markets right now. But it still requires a lot of practice. But still, I can see myself being very profitable because look at that. This trade, okay, this trade. Why was I willing to hold on to it? Also, is because I just felt confident that we probably marked the low. So I just felt confident to trade it. And when price turned out to be a high resistance run, I just thought to myself that okay, August I have not been trading. Then here comes September. My trade frequency is pretty low right now, so less is more. But then just want to remind myself, it's okay to lose once a while, just to remind myself it's part of the business. That's why I just bet on my experience and my framework on this trade. So if it does pans out, good. If it doesn't pan out, I'm fine with it also. And I did not even rate myself just because of one freaking trade. Yes, no doubt after a trade made a new low right here, I feel like price can trade even lower. Like, oh, finally, then we have it comes 10:30. But then I just did not want to push it that hard because we are trading ahead of the PM session, which consists of FOMC and Fed fund rates announcement. So yeah, it's because of these two elements that's why price is doing what it does. Or else I'm pretty confident that right here I could have taken another trade to just mitigate very easily, because it's a three drive pattern. Then we would just see price trade up here, have a bullish market structure shift, treat this whole thing as a breaker, then trades lower, use this reclaim downward as support, then trade higher to here, bam bam. But it did not turn out like that. So it's just trading, and trading, I've been this in a few months, not very reckless at all, have a lot of discipline, have a lot of patience, and yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with how I conduct myself during this trade as well. So there is no trade that's a losing trade. If it's a losing trade, it's just monetary wise. I've learned a lot during this trade is that I am mm, I know that it's a high resistance, and I know that I did not want price to breach here. So my minimum compromise for this high resistance run was just here. And it did so, and you look, if I did not use the stop loss, it's going to be very ugly. But that's what rules are meant for. Rules are just meant to make things easier, because we humans, we tend to like to do things opposite. We like to be greedy. Once we lose something, we want to gain it back, and that is where all the rules comes in, and when and this is where the true thing comes in. Are you able to follow your rules? Are you able to be disciplined enough to make the right choice? So again, it's all about priorities, and I'm very happy with this trade. No doubt it's a losing trade, but it looks very small also. So just give me, one, two trades, boom, it's all gone. Yeah. So just going to be very cautious and doing the right things all over again. Keep on repeating, doing the right things. You'll be there in no time. Okay, it's all just submitting the process, submitting to the time.